If you want students to fill out a Google form, but you want that form to show up in Canvas embedded inside of a page or embedded inside of an assignment, then you need to get the embed code. So to do that, you have your form all filled out and ready to go. You'll go click send, and instead of getting the link, which you could do, I mean, you could copy this link and put it in your Canvas course either on a page or in a module. But if you want instead for it to be embedded, there's something called Embed Html. Now, I will warn you, if your students are using an iPad, this does not show up on inside of the app on an iPad. So just know that that's a thing. Okay, I have copied my embed URL. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go to somewhere in Canvas to put this code, right? So one way I could do that is if I go into, I could go to a page, and I could click, whoops, what did I do? Go to a page, click View All Pages, and I can add a page. And inside of the page, I could click on the HTML editor, and then I could paste in the code, and then just click back to the rich content editor, and you'll see that that form's embedded. So this is just a page. That's all it is. If I hit save and publish, this page is called Google Form. If I wanted to go to my module, now I could add the page called Google Form in and say add item, and it just shows up here, right? So when I click the Google Form, it opens up in Canvas and it just shows up right there. Okay, so that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is maybe you have an assignment that you want students to do. So I'm going to add an assignment, and maybe in the assignment, I want them to fill it out and I want to give it points, but then they really don't have to turn anything into me. So I could just say no submission, but I want them to fill out the form and I want it to show up in the assignment because I want it to give it a due date and everything else. So get to know you form is going to be the name. I'm going to click on the HTML editor. I'm going to paste in that code, go back to the rich content editor so I can see it. And then I can come down and give this some points. Add it to the right assignment group. You could also do a complete or incomplete. It doesn't actually have to be points if you want. It's up to you. You can kind of change this however you want. And then you would say just no submission because they are turning in the Google form, but they're not like turning anything else into you any other way. So submission type is none. And then you go down and now you could give it a due date. So I could make this due on a certain day and then just say save and publish. So there's that assignment, right? And now what I might want to do is put it in my modules. So instead of using these, maybe I want to make it an assignment. And I'm going to add it to this module, go to assignment, get to know you form, and add that item. So that's another way. If I go to the student view, and I refresh this, then when I go into my modules, I can see that get to know you form here under this week, and when I click on that, it opens up as an assignment. I can see that I get some points for it. I can just submit it and I'd be done. It also shows up on my homepage as due date because if you do add it as an assignment, it's going to show up in there.